Okay, so I am in North Carolina. I'm currently in Raleigh. I'm going to be in Raleigh for a few days, and then I'm going to go to Nag's Head for a few days before I head back home. And I am super excited. Today I am going to be going back to my childhood stomping grounds. If you haven't seen any of my previous episodes, I have said before that I am I've lived all over the country and in other countries, but North Carolina is pretty much where I was raised, and that's where I spent like first grade through my first year of community college. I left in 2013 and I never went back. So this is my first time back. It's 2024, so it's been 11 years, and there are definitely different developments, but overall it kind of looks similar to how I remember it. So yeah, I actually went to my old stomping ground not too long ago, but I definitely did not wear the right shoes. I left my camera pack at my friends who I'm staying with while I'm here in Raleigh, and so I went back. I did walk around a little bit, talked with some of the neighbors who I grew up with, and or not grew up with, but grew up around. And then I decided to drive all the way back to my friends, which is about 35-ish minutes, and got changed, got my Dayquil, my Mucinex, because I am sick. Well, I'm at the tail end of my sickness, but I just have a lot of congestion, and I get pressure like up here, so it is what it is. But I'm also going to be going to Armadillo Grill. I remember Armadillo Grill was my absolute favorite place to eat as a kid, and I would even spend my allowance money on Armadillo Grill. Like, if I had enough money, I would, after I got home from school, I would walk the 30-ish minutes, 25 minutes to Armadillo Grill, get my burrito, eat it, and then walk home. And so I am really excited. I haven't had Armadillo Grill in 11 years, and I'm like super excited to see if it's exactly how I remember it or not. And I know that they still are a business, and so I'm excited for that. And then I'm gonna go hiking around Bowling Forest. I brought my camera and everything with me, and I'm just kind of excited to reminisce and remind myself kind of where I grew up. So I'm excited to take you guys along with me. I'm curious to see if this is going to be as good as I remember. Not as good as I remember. I don't know, just kind of tastes like any other place. Mexican place. Which is pretty unfortunate because I really loved, like, my memory of this place is, it was just like mind-blowing. pretty bummed. I'm a little bummed about Armadillo Grill. It wasn't as, like, I had it in my head that it was like so amazing, because when I lived here it was, and it was something that I like really looked forward to and would ask my parents to go to all the time. But I definitely did not live up to that expectation, unfortunately. But you know, it's okay. I went and walked around Carmel Mall just to see what had changed and what had stayed the same. And then I went into Harris Teeter. My dad and I would go shopping at that Harris Teeter all the time, every Friday. And I got myself a Monster, because I've been up since 4 o'clock this morning, since the airport is like an hour and 15 minutes away from me, and I wanted to be there around 6, but I got there at 6:30. And honestly, like, from the time I got to the airport to boarding the plane was literally only 30 minutes. So that's like dropping off my bag, going through security. Then I went to my gate. After my gate, I went and got a bagel from Bruegger's Bagels, and then walked back to my gate, and it turned out that they boarded early. And so I literally just walked up to my gate the second time after getting the bagel, and was able to just literally just walk on the plane. And then we sat down, and then probably 10 minutes after that we took off. We ended up leaving early because everyone was accounted for. I think the flight was only like half full, but everyone was accounted for, so we just ended up leaving. And then I got to Raleigh a little early as well, which was nice. But yeah, so it was a pretty seamless transition, but I am super exhausted, so I needed I needed an energy drink, because even though I'm taking Dayquil, it's just not enough. I mean, it's keeping me from coughing, and it's drying my nose out, which is nice. The Mucinex is also helping with that, but I need that caffeine boost. So right now I am going back to my old neighborhood. Now that I've changed, I want to go and explore Bowling Forest some more, now that I have more appropriate shoes, and I also have like my camera and stuff like that. There was a bush that had a bunch of bees that I wanted to try to take some pictures of the bees, and I'm really excited to like kind of spend some time in the woods here, because that's what I did as a kid all the time. So I am definitely way more prepared now. I'm wearing like shoes, real shoes. I got all my camera stuff. I don't actually know where I'm going. I'm kind of just basing it off of the real terrible memory I have from when I was a kid. But I do have my phone navigating me, or tracking me, so if I do get lost, then I can just look at where I've already gone. And make it back to the car. But like this, unfortunately, this playground did not get maintained. So this used to be all, you know, put together. But now it's just kind of sad looking. which is really too bad. I remember I would come down here in like the middle of the night and sit on the swings and just like, oh, I went over here already, but I'll show you guys again. I'll go again to show you guys. But, yeah, I used to go over there and sit on the swing in the middle of the night and just like listen to the sounds of the water and the bugs and all that good stuff. And unfortunately, the HOA that handles all this didn't maintain it, which is fairly unfortunate. There's a lot of people out today. Well, the first time I came around here, there was like no one over here. But there's a lot of people over here now. I think I lost them. But yeah, there's some train tracks over here that I remember I used to like cross over on all the time, which is, I don't know if I'm gonna do that now. It seems a little scary now, but I used to like cross over them. I used to walk over that and cross over. That seems like it's like, should I do it? I feel like I should do it. I'm getting the hang of it. I'm just trying to not to look down through the it's making me sweat. It's making me sweat. Nailed it. My friend and I, we used to walk all the way down there. We would follow this all the way around. Miles. It's literally miles. But it takes you around to my old middle school, Smith Middle School. That was exhilarating. But I kind of want to walk down and around. I kind of would like to take a picture of this. I don't think I'm going to though. I took a picture with my phone. I think I'm gonna take a picture though of this with that and everything. I think that'd be really beautiful. Not really sure how those came out, but I'm not the greatest at taking photos like this, but it looks really pretty at least, and we'll see in post-editing how it comes out. I do just want to take a moment and appreciate just like how clear this water is, and I don't know if I'm gonna find any. There's some tadpoles, but around this bridge there's typically a bunch of crawdads. And as kids, we used to like, not collect them, but we would pick them up and like, you know, I'd say torture the poor things, even though we didn't actually physically harm them. But we probably scared them to death, not knowing, you know, what these large creatures are gonna do with them once they get picked up. We always put them back. I don't see any. Usually, it might just be late in the season. It is September, but yeah. Absolutely gorgeous. I wonder if the oh, the water's super cold. Water is freezing. But yeah, we would come and like play on here, and there's like a swimming hole down there. A little bit of a story time. In this area, this was a really good swimming hole. It's really low right now, but when it's the right time of season and it's rained a lot, this is like super high up. And I think it was this tree. There's a rope swing that came down, and you could like swing and like jump into this water, and like this bank you wouldn't be able to see. It would be all covered with water, but this would be deep enough to like jump in. But the rope swing isn't there anymore, which is super unfortunate. I did kind of walk down a little bit just to see if it got moved, but there just isn't one. And I remember there's this one time where it was like the dead of winter. I think I'm in middle school probably, and I'm in like snow gear and everything, and we were on the way walking. My dad and I were walking back home with our family dog, and we walked past this like section, and of course again I'm like fully decked out in winter gear because it's like snowing and all that good stuff. And I told my dad, I was like, oh, because like the on the other side of the bank is another walkway that is another trail that parallels this trail, and so you go to the same direction, you end up at the same point. And so I was just like, Dad, like, I was like, I'm gonna swing on the rope swing and like jump across, and then I'll meet you on the other side. And Dad was like, no, don't do it. And he told me not to do it, and I was like, but I can make it. And I was so confident in myself. And my dad's like, okay, but like if you fall in and you get soaking wet and you have to walk home cold, like I'm gonna be hella pissed. And like he told me what the consequences were gonna be. I was fully aware, and I was like, I can do it. I can do it. He was like, okay. He's like, do you? And so I grabbed on. Of course I was wearing my mitts, so I didn't even have like full grip. So I was wearing my mitts and swung out, immediately smashed into the water. I was freezing my ass off. And my dad was so mad. He was so mad at me. And I walked my butt all the way home, freezing cold. And never did I do that again. And my dad was so mad. And I was like, I really thought I could do it. And he was like, yeah, okay. And then, yeah. And I mean, I didn't like get in trouble or anything, but he was just pissed because he didn't want me to do it in the first place. But what I'm learning is that like that beginning, like the trail to the railroad, and then this side of the trail that led to that where I was telling you about the rope swing is kind of like all I remember. And so all of this is like new to my brain, my adult brain. I wonder who put rocks and filled this car up with rocks. This car has been sitting here for probably as long as I've been alive, and I'm 31 years old. It's pretty wild. There's definitely sections of this trail that I do remember. Like for example, this section right here, where there's like this pipe, there's like a whole bunch of these pipes like all throughout that go across the river and or stream, creek. And I remember with my parents former family dog, I was down here with him and we were walking like this whole section that I've been walking on. I do remember because like probably like an eighth of a mile in the opposite direction of the direction I'm walking, Nichols got off leash or ran off while he was off leash, and my mom would always like confuse our names, so she would be like, Nikki, come, come here, Nikki, and like be yelling my name even though she was like talking to the dog. And there was times where she even called me Nichols. Obviously we don't look anything alike, but I don't know, it still happens from time to time, just with their new dog. And it's not new, but like their current family dog. But yeah, Nichols had tried to like cross over this pipe one time, and he got like halfway through, and I thought he was gonna do it, and then he just fell right in. Fell right into the creek, and then he never tried that again. So I've been out here for like an hour now, and this is also my second time being out here today. And this forest is huge. Like these trails connect to other forests, so this does have the ability to loop around. There's one that loops around, it's a smaller loop to like where I started, and then if I go a little farther down, it's a larger loop. But considering that my phone is at like 27%, and I need to be able to use my phone to get back to my friend's place, which is like 35 minutes away, I'm probably just going to take a smaller loop and do that, so that way I can get back to her place to charge my phone and like rinse off and stuff, because I'm quite sweaty. So yeah, it's kind of neat to be able to experience these trails and these woods as an adult, but still have like little memories here and there from when I was a kid. And as I see things, I'll share. So as you can see, where we are right now, right there is this section right here that goes up there. So if we take that route and go back around and take this trail right here, and we can loop back around and then we would end up hitting the same trail. We would meet up at the same kind of area right there as we've already gone, and then go back around until we get back to where we parked, which is right there. So it'll probably be another like 45-ish minutes to an hour. Not too bad. So as you can see, originally I was gonna go loop around, right, and go on this trail right here, but I didn't really want to walk back on the same trail I went in on, so I ended up going up and around, and this area right here ended up being like it was so overgrown. But it was really pretty, and I did get caught in some thorns, but overall it was fine. And then yeah, I came back around here, and then came back, and I'm at my car now, at my rental car. Not too bad. I ended up going 2.6 miles with an average pace of 32 minutes per mile. I had an hour and 25 minutes moving time, an hour and 37 minutes total time. So yeah, nice. Now I do need to get back to my friend's house though. That's probably all I'm gonna do today. I'm just gonna wait for her to get home. She'll be home in like 3 hours. And yeah, because my phone is like at 18%, so I definitely need to go and charge it and like offload everything on this GoPro. But yeah, I'm gonna be doing a whole lot of traveling, and you guys will get to see the entire thing. But the next time you see me, it'll probably be a different day. So I don't know if I'm gonna end this vlog here. I probably will. So if you stayed this long, thank you. I greatly appreciate it. If you haven't already, go ahead and hit that like button, smash that subscribe button, and turn on your post notifications so you don't miss a video that I post every single week. And if you haven't already, go ahead and follow me on social media. My Instagram is at Behind the Scenes of Nikki, and my TikTok is at Nikki_Wyss, WYSS. I would love to see you over there. Instagram specifically sees a lot of the behind the scenes that that sometimes goes on YouTube and sometimes doesn't. So if you want to get exclusives, or if you want to see what is going on in life before it even gets released to YouTube, then definitely catch me on Instagram. But I hope you guys have a great rest of your week. Bye.